Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Dr. Hasna and today I will be telling you a story to motivate all of you in case you are trying to start a business, or in case you're trying to start any kind of journey that is your personal thing that you always wanted to do, because everybody has that little bit of a dream, one day I want to have something of my own. Then you're on the right video, and we are going to be talking about how I created this YouTube channel and how I got into business and basically what I am. One thing, disclaimer before we start, I know I'm not that famous, I'm not that big a deal, but I have some experiences to share with you guys, especially for the people that ask me how I started and how I became even a little bit successful, if I am, which I wouldn't say like the most successful, but at the end of the day everything is slow. What matters is to stay humble, that it's gonna be slow, but it's fine. So I'm gonna give you my story and then I'm gonna teach you some lessons out of it. It really doesn't matter what the outcome is at the moment. I would definitely say it's a good outcome. It doesn't matter how crazy the outcome is. Maybe I'm not the most successful person, but point is the lessons that I've drawn from it and what I want to teach you guys from it. So let's start on the first thing, which is how I started this YouTube channel in the first place. Even in my medical college, all these years, I've always been like, something's missing in my life. I always felt like I have this talent. I've always been very energetic and I've always been like a good actor. I wanted to do everything. I have this energy, and usually even in my medical college, I was quite an all-rounder. I can become a doctor, but at the same time have this energy. Basically, I was born actor and I wanted to go into acting, but I decided I just loved being a doctor at the same time. That was like my second option for sure. I did get into doctoring and I was like, okay, fine, now I'm doctor. And as you all know, the nature of this field is quite serious, right? That's what really hit me, like, okay, how can I not be serious and still be a doctor, right? So all I could see is teaching. And honestly, I've always realized that I've loved teaching. I randomly just get a job. Once upon a time in 2022, I get a job as a demonstrator, a teacher in anatomy department. What I did was, when I got the job, that's when it clicked me. Okay, I have all this free time, because obviously when you go from that transition of house job to teacher, anatomy demonstrator, what you're doing is too less hectic for you compared to house job. So you're just like, I have all this time, what am I supposed to do with this, right? And I've always been a very productive person. I'm like, I don't want to waste my time. If I'm doing something, I will do it full. And if I am not doing anything, I need to be occupied every time. Yes, I want to enjoy my life, but I always want to do something productive. So I had all this time as a teacher. It was like a light bulb moment. I always wanted to do something of my own. I would never want to be a vlogger. I don't want to go to the entertainment side. That's just another story. It's another belief of mine. I don't want to do all of that. I wanted a fame that even if I'm not in this world, I wanted to leave something behind that is respectful and beneficial for the world. Something like a sadqa jariyah. If you're a Muslim, you'd understand that. Point is that I was like, okay, so this morning I'm studying head and neck and it's so difficult and I'm going through all of that stress of learning it and then teaching it to the students showing me good feedback, like, oh my god, we understood so well. I realized, how about, like, this is low effort. Whatever I've studied in the morning, just go home, because you have fresh knowledge of that, and say it in a video. And that knowledge is stored and it's available to the world if you put it on YouTube. So I decided to do that. Like, whatever I'm teaching in the morning, I am going to teach every single day, right? I have no option. I'm getting paid for that. Why not just put that knowledge, come home and put it to the action on video camera? I want to give you guys advice over here. When you get started with something, forget about perfecting it. Most of the people that don't get started an endeavor of their own is because they're thinking, but no, I don't have the perfect lighting, I don't have the perfect board, I don't have the perfect so and so to get started. I was like, listen, forget everything. Whatever you have, paper, pencil, okay, good. No logos, no intro, nothing. That's with time that beauty or consistency or quality started showing. But in the beginning, I started with basic stuff that's literally lying around my room right now. At the moment, I'm in UK and this is my room. Sorry if it's a mess, but the point is, I like messes, because in messes there is struggle, and in struggle there is beauty of life. Okay, there's a little message out there. I started doing that. One thing I told myself, and I would recommend to all of you, is that never think about likes, views, comments, the feedback. Just don't. In the beginning, when you want to start something, this is what I thought to myself, it's most likely not even going to be successful. I had very low expectations out of it. But I was like, Hasna, listen, but one thing you're going to do is be consistent. Post daily. This is something with experience I've learned over time, that if I'm going to be consistent, something's going to come out of it. Like, come on. Like, if you see people do the bare minimum, and if they do it on a daily basis, at one point they do become known for it and something comes out of it, right? Even if it's not the most successful thing in the world. So this is what I told myself, be consistent, Hasna. That's all I'm gonna say. So I was consistent. I just held my random iPhone camera. All I did was, I didn't even have a ring light. So I just used a bunch of books and I supported the camera on it. Don't ask me what I did. I think I even used one of those cooking pans. I don't know what I did. I needed the camera like that. So you guys get what I'm saying. And then I used an editor, which was like a lame editor. I didn't care much. I didn't want to buy any full versions. I just downloaded whatever was available and I was like, okay, fine, have the watermark, doesn't matter. I don't want to pay right now. Okay. And I just did it. What I was doing, very low effort. Whatever I studied at home, even if I'm tired that day, I'd be like, no, Hasna, quickly teach it, otherwise you'll forget about it, because knowledge is volatile. And that's what I did. I was like, and also try to teach in a way that's very unique, make it funny, make it fun, and just do whatever you can. Your students appreciate you, so I hope I'm able to help other students. So in the beginning, I still remember this. One of my students comes to me, and usually I'm promoting myself in my classroom, like, guys, I have a YouTube channel, you can watch the video over there. So it was even easy for me if someone would come to me like, how did you do this concept? And I was like, honey, I already explained it to you, but guess what, just watch my video on it, I don't need to explain it to you again. You know what I'm saying? So it was getting really easy for me, even not just for me, but the new teachers that started coming would go like, we watched your video to understand this topic so we can teach our students. I was like, wow, I mean, that's good, right? A student comes to me and they go like, ma'am, I have 100 subscribers because I'm vlogging. Why aren't you vlogging? You have that personality. Like, you have only, how many? You have like 10 subscribers. I have 100 subscribers. Okay, remember what the student said. Okay, we're gonna go to it one more time. Now, I'm just doing it, and I am not expecting, I'm not checking my comments, I'm not checking my views, I'm not doing anything. I am just doing, and forgetting that I even have a YouTube channel. I'm just doing it. I'm not telling anyone about it. I'm not telling my colleagues about it because I was just embarrassed. Like, they'll be like, what are you doing? And people were a little like, laugh, oh, you have a YouTube channel, haha. I don't know, there's something about it because it's teaching, right? They haven't seen you teach in a serious voice. Like, it's funny. So I don't want to tell my colleagues at all unless they found out somewhere, right? I just told my students about it because that's my side, my students will see. Then I went to Canada. I had this break, and while I went on that break, that was the only time I lost my consistency because I'm not going to college and I am not obviously filming, right? So in Canada, I forgot about it. I come back from Canada and it's been like, you can say about 9 months that I'm running this channel that I literally, it's in the back of my mind. I don't even know I have it. Like, if someone would ask, do you have a YouTube channel? I'd say, no, not really. Like, that's how much like I was neglecting. Like, I wasn't thinking about it. Like, I'm doing a proper channel. I wasn't thinking about it like that. And all of a sudden my watch hours got like through the criteria, I fulfilled it, and it got monetized, and I was like, how much did it get monetized? Maybe $0.1 per day. You get what I'm saying? So it was like bare minimum. I was like, whatever, it doesn't matter. Don't look at the amount that you're getting back. What matters is stay consistent and do your hard work. Remember, one thing about hard work is that it will never show you itself unless you worked for a long time on it. Okay? Hard work is not just putting the effort. Hard work is putting effort plus consistency. And that is when hard work will actually give you the results that you're wanting. This is what most of my students have. Like, I worked hard, but they taught, someone else taught. I've been working hard. Honey, maybe it doesn't show today, but you have to be consistent and it will. So I promise you that it will show. So don't get discouraged midway. Okay? What if that midway, the next day after that midway, and you're discouraged, the next day was the day, for some reason your video went viral, or for some reason, you earned a lot. It's true. It's just that hard work is testing you. Will you give up? Like, I forgot about my YouTube channel when I went there because I completely stopped even using it. I stopped putting videos. What happens next is I come back to Canada, and all of a sudden, like, I go to my college where I'm teaching, people start showing up. Like, people from random places coming to me like, hi, I knew I had to somehow gather the funds too. So what I did, I started taking up extra duties. So put me on a duty to take Viva of the students in this exam center called UHS in Pakistan. And I went there and I was like, there's like old people with me, like professors that have been working for the longest time. They're like popular and everybody like loves them. Everyone's like, that Ghulam Ishaq type, because that sounds like a famous name. That professor, I still remember that was the moment I realized what's going on. I entered the UHS to go as for my duty, and I was like, nobody knows me here, obviously. And I'm just walking, and there are students passing by me, and they're looking at me like this. Something wrong with me? And all of a sudden, a group of students are passing by, and they're like, this is Dr. Hasna. I heard them. This is Dr. Hasna. Oh my God, that's Dr. Hasna. And when I heard that, obviously I acted like, I did not hear anything. But I said, wait, what? What's happening? And then all of a sudden, I go to take the Viva. And as I'm taking Viva, every student comes to me, I know you. Every student comes to me, I studied from your videos. And I was like, no way. And I still remember this one specific moment where a line of students were entering the room, and I was like arranging them. And while the line was entering, they're like looking, and then all of a sudden one girl, I still remember the girl's reaction, but her reaction made me feel like a celebrity that I didn't even know I could ever be in my life. I was like, what? Can you be a celebrity for teaching? I did nothing. You get what I'm saying? Usually this is for, people who are vlogging or maybe doing something, talk or whatever. I didn't know it could ever be for, you get what I'm saying? And then that's the moment I realized what's going on. And then random people from random medical colleges started showing up in my college, and they're like, we came to meet you. And I was like, I am not that amazing. And you won't even believe. That student that told me, ma'am, you have 10 subscribers, I have 100. What are you doing? The same student comes to me a year later, this is a year later, comes to me and goes like, ma'am, I have 100 subscribers. You have 1,000 subscribers now. And I was like, wait, he's right. And that's when it hit me like, okay, this is becoming a business. This is what I'm saying, that it probably in the beginning few months, like 5 months into it, I didn't get any responses. So you can totally be like, I've been studying for 5 months, I didn't get anything. But honey, what if like in the next few months, you're about to get it and you just stop midway? So that's the thing, never give up. And then I decided that, okay, so I have this audience that's engaged. to me. Obviously, YouTube is monetized, yes, but it's not giving me enough. I mean, this is not an entertaining niche. Entertaining niches usually get a lot of money. They make huge amounts. This is a teaching niche. It's not gonna get that much, right? It's not gonna give me what I'm wanting. So what I did was I have this audience. They're sitting there. They're like, you teach so good. I'm like, how about make crash courses? I don't know, I just had this idea. And I was like, let's just randomly make a poster. And I had no idea how I'm gonna do it. I was just like, let's send a poster out there. Like, I'm doing a crash course for upper limb, for lower limb. 1 hour. In 1 hour, we'll finish the whole thing. I got 50 responses of people asking me what are the details. I kept a very minimum price because I was like, nobody's ever gonna buy. Why would they buy it from me? Everyone goes through that phase. It's completely normal. So I was like, 1,000 rupees. And even when I said it, I felt so guilty. I was like, oh my god, I'm overcharging them, right? I just randomly said that. Obviously, it's not a movie. So obviously in 50 people, 10 people agreed to pay me. Even when the first person paid me, I was just over the moon. I can't even tell you, when your business pays you even for the first time, even if it's like 200 rupees, it boosted my ego. I can't even tell you. It felt like I fell in love. You know how the feeling you get when you're in love? That's the feeling I got. I was surprised because I'll tell you why. Because I feel like all my life I had this dream of doing something big, and I always knew that I have this talent and I want to do something of my own. This is the first time I'm getting paid for something that I am good at. That moment was surreal. I still remember even telling my sister, no one's gonna register, no one's gonna register. Obviously in the beginning, like some people, like 50 people, 40 people ran away. Nobody responded to me with the money, right? And then all of a sudden, like, people came. Like, even one person paid, then two paid. Then I gave 10 people a session. I still remember I wasn't even prepared for that session. I was like, I'm gonna screw up, and I even had like a panic attack. Like, why did I say I can do it in 1 hour? Then I worked hard, like for a whole day. I sat down and I worked hard. I was like, you have to work hard, right? And I delivered the session. And you won't believe, it's the word of mouth after that. People start recommending other people. People are like, can you re-hold that session? And that's when I decided put it to record. And then I started recording my course, and then I started selling recorded, so it's more like a passive income happening, right? I already recorded it, you can have it, you can buy it. And then I started adding on things like, okay, let's add on GIT, let's add on pharmacology, let's add on another subject, and people are like now giving neuroanatomy. And slowly I tried doing that, and slowly I got a better camera, I got a better device to teach on, and then I got a better editor. Maybe I started paying for the editor too now, because when I saw it giving me something, I wanted to invest. It didn't matter how much money I am getting. What matters was I'm doing something and I see my hard work in front of me. It doesn't matter the amount of money I'm getting. It matters the result of my hard work just standing in front of me. Like, I mean, you're getting something. I'm very humble. I don't look at it like this is such less money. I'm more like, even 100 rupees, oh my god, what a big deal, of something that I worked on. Someone actually thought it was valuable enough to buy it. That was amazing. It was the best feeling when people started buying my courses, and that's how my business just started flowing. I wouldn't say business, but whatever this is that I've made, alhamdulillah, this is all God. I made a little bit of an intention that I want to do something good, and maybe just God blessed it, and that's how it works. So my advice to all of you is that, I mean, things can get tough, situations can get tough, but I assure you, all of these courses that I even sell, you should definitely check them out on my website, dochasna.com. I did invest in a website too eventually, so just check them out. My point is that even if I'm charging for them, all of that money I got, I was able to do my international exams because of that money. Otherwise, I don't think I would have had the funds to do it. So my point is, make the most of your situation. Never think that, oh my god, I want to pursue this dream. I want to do an international. I have to buy this huge thing. Where will I get the money? Do something. At least put one day in it. Like, think about it. What do you want to create? What are you good at? Put it to execution. Because one thing I know, that people have tons of ideas. Putting it to execution is the biggest, how to explain, it's the most difficult thing. But my advice to everyone is, don't overthink it. Just do it. Today, do it, and one day think about the quality. Slowly the quality will follow naturally. When you see it getting some response, naturally your quality will be a part of it. So I guess that's enough. That was my main story. If you want more story time with me, you guys can totally comment down below. I hope I could influence some minds, and I have a huge message to all of you. Hard work is not just effort, it's effort plus consistency. Main ek jeeti jagti example. I am that living example that is proving it to you. So thank you guys for watching. See you in the next video, inshallah.